Welcome everyone. I hope that we are thriving and not surviving. Remember to give me a thumbs up at the end of the video. Today I want to discuss how to implement biblical principles into your daily routine for healthy living and longevity. This is something I've been doing for the last 15 years of my life, and I know that it has been helping me to be healthy and to thrive in health. So I want to share with you a couple of biblical principles. There's more, but I'm just going to share a couple so that you can think about how to implement these into your daily routine. Keep it very simple and very easy. Biblical principle number 1, trust in God. If you look in the Bible, throughout the Bible, the people relied on God. They prayed, they cried out to God. The disciples prayed and cried out to God, and even Jesus prayed and cried out to God. And so when we think about a biblical principle to keep your mind healthy, to keep you from depression, from anxiety, to keep you focused on the work that God has you to do, or focused on your purpose in life, trusting in God is a biblical principle. All throughout the Bible, the people of God needed God's help. They needed to know what to do. They needed to ask God to show me the way, show me your will. And so how can you implement this biblical principles of trusting in God? How can you implement this into your daily routine? Keep it as simple. Well, I came up with something called tag time. T-A-G, time. Time alone with God. So time alone with God. You pick a time that works for you, that you can spend with the Lord, that you can pray, that you can seek Him. You can read your devotion, study the Bible, read other books that's related to the Bible, and just renew your mind every day. You pick that time. You find that tag time, time alone with God, where you can go to a consecrated, quiet place and just spend time with God. You and Him, talking to Him and praying for others as well, and studying the Word of God. That is a biblical principle that is simple for you to implement every day, to have that time alone with God. Biblical principle number 2, exercise. Emphasizing walking. If you look throughout the Bible, they walked all the time because they didn't have transportation like we do. We have cars, we have buses, but they had donkeys and camels and horses. They didn't use them all the time for transportation. They walked most of the time. And I guarantee you, they walked a lot. They walked from city to city. I could imagine in the Bible that sometimes they walked so far, they actually walked probably a half a marathon that day or a whole marathon that day. And so they walked a lot. And that's a biblical principle that you can implement into your life really easily. And I'll tell you how you do it. First of all, you find a time that you can start walking. And if you're already walking and thriving, then you can add a little bit more time onto that walk. If you're walking 30 minutes, you can walk 15 more minutes, 5 more minutes. But the key is to find a time that works for you. Set a little routine for yourself that you're going to walk every day in the morning, or walk every day after lunch, or walk every day sometime during your break at work or after you get off work. And so you have a routine that you're able to follow, that's realistic for you, that's in your lifestyle, that sets your lifestyle for you, because everybody's lifestyle is different. Everybody's routine is different. So you have to come up with something that works for you. Another thing you can do to get that biblical lifestyle principle into your life of walking every day and being consistent is to find a walking partner. Find someone at work or in your neighborhood, or a family member or a friend, and say, hey, let's start walking a couple days a week together at this time, if this time works for you. And you guys can figure that out. Biblical principle number 3, fresh air. Now, if you look throughout the Bible, they were outside a lot. Most of their labor was outside. So they got a lot of fresh air. You know, fresh air is really, really good for our lungs, to rejuvenate our lungs, to rejuvenate our blood, to cleanse our blood It's also really, really good to help with your mind. You know, if you've ever been stressed out and you just go outside, you say, okay, I'm going to take a couple deep breaths. And then it's like you calm down. You can think clearer. So it really helps you because it gives you, renews that oxygen in your body. And so fresh air is important for your health. And that is a biblical principle. They got a lot of fresh air back then. And so what you can do is I call taking fresh air breaks. You go outside a couple times a day and you take some fresh air breaks. Breathing deeply, getting that fresh air, renewing the mind, slowing down a little bit. And that's a biblical principle that you can add into your daily routine that's really, really easy. So to find out more about these biblical principles and how to implement them into your life for healthy living and longevity, and to understand some of the principles that I teach and coach and lifestyle coaching services that I offer, please give me a call at 1-800-610-8478. 1-800-610-8478. I would love to talk to you about how you